All right, MIS 102 students, just want to do a real quick touch point for this week. Really satisfied with the quality of work you're turning in. Great job. Keep it up. I know the first week of any class can be a little overwhelming, especially when you account for everything else going on in your life. Just want to talk about a couple things here real quick. I wanted to talk about the week 1 exercise, specifically the question that goes, many experts believe that over the lifetime of a system, the single most expensive component is people. Some really good explanations for and against. We talked about, obviously, we have to pay people. We talked about HR, benefits, systems, how many, the price of computer systems and networks over a period of time. All very good topics. But one thing I want you to consider is cost when we're talking about at the organizational level. It doesn't necessarily mean dollars and cents, right? We want to talk about time investment into people. And something that I've been dealing with for the past 2 weeks in my day job is a time investment in people, the cost of just working with people. To go into this a little bit more, I sent a PDF form out to the entire company that they needed to digitally sign. It was an agreement, read over it, check some boxes, and digitally sign it. Pretty straightforward task, or so I thought. Out of a couple hundred that were sent out, I got maybe 80 that were done correctly the first time. They signed everything right off the bat. Everything was good. What happened after this was a lot of time spent by myself and other people having to pull ourselves away from pressing projects to answer questions on how do I digitally sign? Why can't this file be uploaded? Why can't I do this in pen and paper? A whole bunch of questions that we never intended on. That was a cost because while myself and my team were addressing this, we were pulled away from other projects. Now, mind you, at the end of the day, as far as payroll is concerned, we still paid the same amount of money for the same amount of people, but we weren't necessarily doing the job that I wanted my team to do. We had to divert a little of this. And that's what happens when you deal with people. People are not perfect. There are some people that are really good at things, other people are not good at things, and that's what makes up a good team. You have a mix of different skill sets, and you need to adjust the team based on that skills. So think about that when we're talking about cost, not necessarily dollars and cents, a lot of different costs, if you will. The final two things I want to touch on, really just a reminder. When we do our discussions, make sure you do your initial post by Thursday, and then Sunday you'll respond to 2 students, at least 2 of your students. I would like to do more. Remember, we want to try to mimic a classroom environment here. And finally, for your weekly exercises, look at page 8 of the syllabus. Pretty sure it's page 8 of the syllabus, where I have our format for a header in the top left-hand corner of the page, as well as what I want the file to be named. Easy points right there. We will deduct points if you don't follow this. You might be thinking, well, that's kind of silly. Why do we do that? Well, this is an MIS class, right? Management Information Systems. At some point in time, you're going to interact with a database. If you input data incorrectly in a database, best case scenario, that data just doesn't go anywhere if you don't follow proper formatting for dates or times or addresses even. You'll get some sort of error, it won't go anywhere. Worst case, you'll corrupt the entire database, and then not only your data, but everybody else's data is gone. So formatting is incredibly important when we're talking about databases. All right, so that's going to wrap this up. Keep up the great work. As always, if you have any questions, please let me know.